Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 35.
The last episode
was hilarious.
Was absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
Doesn't lead too much into what we can expect for this episode.
No, it was a perfect kind of standalone...
Like transition out of all the stuff with Aizawa and whatnot. Yep.
So we could have more of those.
Yeah.
Or we could go into a new arc. It's really just...
Sky is the limit.
Up to the show to decide what they would like to do. So yeah, this will be any fun. Without further ado, y'all, let's get into it.
Shit-eating grin. He's just like, yeah, I'm awesome.
This is like the delinquent American James Bond opening, whereas Kaguya has like the classy like James Bond's in training opening, you know?
Yeah.
He sees a glass slipper and a skirt and he's just like go there. I got a lonely no, lonely. My favorite part of the song coming up.
I love how Onizuka is 22.
My person is like, the only one who can make my heart.
And yet he's like such a badass, but when you think about it, like that's really young.
Love me. Kiss me. Nobody knows what means love so. Do you know how love song goes on? Oh, is this where his mom works? She's not. Ouch. He's like, what? That's your mom? Nothing. He's trying to dig his way out of this really quickly. She's very good at operating big equipment, heavy equipment.
That's right.
She's very confident with instruments in her hands, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Kunio even right now is getting a little bit. What the hell? Wait. That's horrible. Oh my god.
This must be so confusing for Kunio.
Oh my gosh. She has no chill. I love it. No, it's great because oh good, Kunio's. Oh no, Kunio's going with her. No, Kunio.
He's not gonna help her change.
You don't know that, Jacob. Okay. Yeah. What the hell? How did he get in here? I am already here.
What route did you come out from?
Ah! Oh my god. No! Oh, he's a foot guy. I see how it is. Oh, what is this? This is great! I think
that's just common sense though.
Yeah.
でもさ、あんな綺麗な母ちゃんがなんで再婚しねえんだ？あ
Bringing this back up again.
But that would be rough for him though, needing to get used to like having a dad and stuff.
Oh no. Of course Fujiyoshi would spot it. Oh. Might be an interview.
Right?
Yeah, no, it might be an interview, yeah.
Or maybe like a friend of hers getting married and like she's, you know, going over some of the details.
Right. Of course Kunio's gonna misinterpret it.
Say it isn't so, Joe.
Ah!
Oh boy.
I don't know how confident she is while she's drunk. Like a lot of people when they get drunk, they get really self-deprecating in like an all too real kind of way. Like either get sad or just kind of like, oh, my life, you know. But she's just like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
Like my skin is so smooth. Oh my god.
And the thing is, they could have had, well, not really a real conversation while she's drunk, but now he's just assuming the worst.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, this one's kind of easy to interpret, but the idea that she would be figuring out all that stuff without actually having told him that, you know, she was seeing somebody and that she was getting remarried. I love how these three stooges also are like trying to logic up. Oh my god, the detective Onizuka. Yes, yes, please. Yes, please. Did he actually color his hair too? That's amazing.
Probably a wig.
He even like put stuff on his face and his lips to make him look old. Like.
Yep.
I love this. Oh, my. Even Onizuka's half-baked logic makes its way into Kunio's like little brain, you know.
Even though Kunio should know by now not to trust anything Onizuka says.
Right. Oh my god.
He could just ask her, so are you seeing anyone? You talked about
Well,
marriage.
no. Well, she was giving the it's none of your business thing of who I was drinking with last night, so he doesn't feel like it's worthwhile to ask her those types of questions.
Fair point.
What the heck? What the heck?
She's gonna pepper spray you, Kunio.
Is that a full-blown mask?
And why does he have the baseball bat?
It is. Ah! Look at this guy, man! They got him. Yeah. Who the hell is this guy? Yeah, they're like, excuse me. Onizuka's going to be like a step-in groom.
Wow.
What does he need to be saved from?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's not her wedding, dude.
Nope.
Oh.
Wait.
Hold on a second.
Is this some kind of stage thing?
I don't know.
That is her.
His voice cracked so much.
His t-shirt says crush him. Oh no! Ah! And who is this guy still? He says okay. Right, she just wanted pictures taken. Yeah.
Oh, right, that's the way more obvious. Yeah.
Oh, he's a good sport. So we did kind of spy the beautiful woman and kind of.
Exactly. Because what kind of
She
parent would
knows,
get married
though.
without telling their child?
Right, but like, I just love how she knows he's got the complex, and she still like taunts him with it. Like, oh. It's still kind of sweet though. Oh my god. Oh, that's sweet. He's a model groom. Oh my god, what? Now we know why the groom ran.
Yeah.
What was?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
That episode.
Oh,
That episode.
that was really good. But
Wow. I can't help but laugh though at these visuals.
yeah, this ending is not at all as good as the last one. Like,
Well, see, the thing is, everything from the show is great, but all the like the background filter, like 50% opacity, whatever stuff,
it's just
not
like
good.
awful. Yeah.
And what? Wow.
Hey, you know how people like screen tear? What if we did artificial screen tear intentionally into our ED while rapid firing them with like some brainwash images, like style? Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Well, like, when I think about it, it's probably something where they're recycling footage, of course, right? Because, you know, budget reasons. And they've done that with the the previous ending.
The OPs though, they don't really do that. No. The OPs though are unique.
Right, the OPs are unique, but the EDs are usually recycled footage, and then they'll do something to try and make it fresh. And this one just, you know,
Wasn't done as well. Yeah.
Wow.
That was
episode
probably one of my favorite silly standalone episodes.
Yeah, because it was silly all the way through.
It didn't really let up.
Like,
yeah,
it didn't really let up. But I mean, it had some wholesome moments in there. You know,
it had the yes, it did.
But Wow.
But I gotta say, the best part about this is that this gag of Kunio and his mom has been going since we've really been introduced to Kunio's mom.
Oh yeah,
like way back when Onizuka was trying to flirt with her and stuff.
Yep.
And yet all this time there's been this thing where Kunio, you know, we realize he's one of the Three Stooges. You know, he's a dunce.
Exactly.
He's pretty stupid.
Right.
But the thing is that of the three of them, he has an actual character motivation, character kind of.
Yeah, he was the main one of the Three Stooges early on in the show, and the other two were just sort of his attaché.
Right, and Fujiyoshi got some recent characterization, which was
good,
interesting,
which was really good. Yeah.
But just continually focusing on Kunio and showing that while he's not really going to get over his whole mother complex, you know,
or maybe he will with time,
with a lot of time.
Yeah,
you know, maybe when he finally has a significant other of his own. The ridiculous thing about this episode is that in a lot of ways the mom has her own life going on, her own stuff. She doesn't really care about all the kind of you have a mother complex,
right?
Whoa, who knew?
Fact, like one might say, like, okay, because the all the stuff of like her saying, like, you know, join me in the bath and stuff, that could just be like for the purposes of, like, you know, fan service stuff, or just for gags on the sake of Kunio, or it could be that the mom is specifically like poking fun at him because she's trying to tell him that, hey, you take yourself way too seriously, honey. Yeah, you know, like that could all be, you know, part of it.
Sure. So we end up getting this episode where, yes, they go as far as they can with making Kunio believe that his mom would marry some old geezer. Just for whatever reason.
And not tell him about it.
Not tell him about it.
Have the wedding without him even there.
And of course we don't see the dramatic tension from the standpoint of Kunio's perspective. We see the dramatic tension from, what are you gonna do, Kunio? And then every single thing that is exacerbated by Onizuka's involvement, by his friends just kind of just like, this is a good idea, and then and then we lead to a hilarious conclusion where we find out, well, obviously she's not getting married,
right? Because
but we didn't know exactly what was happening when we saw her in the dress.
And yes, that's true. And I can't believe that I didn't make the connection of her talking about the wedding photos that she wasn't
in the beginning of the episode.
In the beginning, but oh my gosh, and the fact that, like, okay, I've been talking about domestic girlfriend for so long, and then here's this whole thing of, you know, what kind of person would get married without telling their child? Yeah. Nope.
Oh boy.
I did not expect the mask thing, though. The mask with the baseball bat, that was a finishing touch.
That was really good
on everything.
That was really good. Yeah.
Wow.
10 out of 10 would watch again. Now, on another standpoint, the moments of just like fan service for the mom and stuff, it's reminding us, yes, she's very attractive and stuff, but I love more so that her personality doesn't neatly fit into any archetypes that the high school girls in this show fit into.
Right, because
she's an adult. She's a mature adult, and there's
exactly
there's parts of her that are, in, you know, Kunio's eyes, immature. Right. But you see this this confidence about her, this like I don't really care about those same kind of things that you care about, Kunio.
Like if she was in high school still, she could totally be sort of, you know, the ditzy, you know, voluptuous you know, person who is the fan service character, right? Basically, yeah. But then she has this absolute badass side to her where it's like, no, I'm awesome. Like, yeah, the whole thing of her being drunk and being like, I am so much prettier.
People like that way more than those young girls. Like, I'm in my prime. I have soft, smooth skin.
I've got game.
Like, I'm super popular. Like, you don't even know. Yeah. Like, I love that was what they chose to have, because she's gone through a lot of stuff in life. You know, she's had to deal with raising, you know, Kunio as like when she was a high schooler,
Yeah,
like,
or even before that, wasn't she like
she was really
13?
young.
Didn't they say 13?
I don't remember how.
I'm pretty sure that it was like really young.
And then, you know, having basically a dirtbag husband that, you know, left before he was even a husband, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know, dealing with all that, and then Kunio being kind of a delinquent, you know,
right,
and like kind of a difficult kid
and like
to
which
raise
came
as well.
first, chicken or the egg, you know? But she did her best, and
everything.
and
And yet they can have these sweet moments at the end of the episode, where while it feeds into the Oedipus complex gag, it's still really
very
sweet.
very sweet and wholesome, because it's like, hey, you are the most important
valuable
thing to me, you know?
Yes, you are
like,
the most valuable thing to me right now.
Like the idea, because the thing is that, you know, Oedipus complex gags and stuff aside,
right,
the conflict within Kunio absolutely makes sense, that he hasn't had a dad for his whole life, and because of that he's needed a father figure. He's rejected Onizuka a lot because you know, he doesn't want to have a father figure, right? And then
also Onizuka's 22.
Onizuka's 22. Yeah,
reminds him way too much of himself.
Right, exactly. And then this idea comes up of his mom remarrying, and the thing is, he said before, like, I would support that, you know, and you know, as much
we were
as,
like,
right, as much
doubt,
as we were like, are you
press
sure?
X to doubt,
right. But the idea that he realizes that that's something that she might want to do at some point. But then when it actually is brought up as this might be happening. Now, granted, there's the whole fact that he thought that it was
disapproved of the guy.
Right. He disapproved of the guy, but there's still the idea, the tendency to disapprove of the guy, Oedipus complex aside, makes a lot of sense, because it's a big change for the both of them, for him too, and he might feel like he's getting replaced because it was just the two of them, right? And then to go into that, it's like, yeah, that's understandable. So the fact that she basically, one, would, you know, poke fun at his, you know, oh yeah, you really do have a mother complex, but then at the same time calmed his fears,
right,
and said, it's okay. It's okay. You're still my number one, you know.
yeah. I mean, she didn't go too far into it.
But,
But I liked that she gave him the photo. That was
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah.
I liked how the guy who was terrified of being like beaten to death with a baseball bat still was a good sport about it afterwards, because he's like, yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, for sure. It's like, I mean, that's what happened. But
you maybe smashed that really expensive camera there, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she's gonna have to do a couple model shoots pro bono, you know, to make up for that. Right. But
that's probably standard fare at this point, though, because like Kunio is a bit of a problem child, like just a bit. I really don't know, like, if that's a problem in Japan or something, but the idea of like, we can't have our child be dishonored by having no groom show up at the wedding, so we will take literally anyone, because maybe the families and stuff, they don't know what this groom looks like. Right, exactly.
We just need you to wear a suit and play a part. Just for picture's sake. Now, the freaky, weird, hilarious thing was just that they decided, like, for this gag, instead of having it just be that Onizuka is a substitute groom, let's make it really quick and showcase how this family and the bride and all that, they're terrifying. How terrifying? Well, like, they all have like animal teeth,
right?
Like,
and they're like spaced apart, so there's a bunch of gums in between and all that, and
like you know that internet video where the dog is like, and then the camera like points out and the dog goes like looking at the camera, and he's like, that's right, I got you on camera. The dog just like realizing that it's being filmed, like, while it's being a pain, and then right as he's like, I got you on camera, the dog goes like that kind of, again, like, how dare you.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a really funny video. I'll show you. It's great.
Man,
I just see like that's basically the equivalent of this. You see like people being like, yes, like they go all Gollum on you for a second.
Oh man.
Oh, precious.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. All right.
That was
Onizuka.
like they really
There you
did
go.
a good job of having it be so silly and at the same time like fitting the wholesomeness in at the end. Like that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories or just hang out in general and chat about whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.